Hey guys, welcome back to the Washington Redskins franchise here in Madden 18, and Season 2 is upon us here. Preseason about to begin, and this will be a preseason recap of all the games, cuts, trades, everything here. Obviously last year, 8-8 record, kind of a disappointing season, so let's see what the team's going to look like going in to week number 1 of the 2018 season. And before we start that, obviously last year I didn't get a chance to rebuild the stadium, so we're going to do that right off the bat. We'll get some, prompts later on the season to pick what stadium we want. So here we go to start off preseason game number 1. We're facing off against Pittsburgh, so it should be, a good test, but I think they'll only the starters being for one drive. And you see Zach Brown there with the interception. So good start for this defense, and he takes it all the way to the 28. And we're going to see newly acquired Jimmy Garoppolo, see what he can do. And what I wanted to say going into this preseason for sure was pretty much everybody's job is on the line. Nobody has a secure job right now. Maybe just a few guys like Kerrigan and Ryan Williams, like the Rookie of the Year. Maybe that's about it, Josh Norman. But really, everybody's on the chopping block here. The disappointing season last year. You don't want that again. So everybody is job is on the line here. You see Tim Williams, newly acquired from the Ravens. We need some pass rushing. He can play middle and on third downs. He gets the sack there. So nothing yet really going on offense. We only have the field goal. And another sack right there by Zach Brown. So he's playing pretty well right off the bat here in week 1 of this preseason. That'll pretty much be it for him, just one quarter. You see Garoppolo there with a decent pass across the middle, knocked down there by Shazier. So let's see what Garoppolo has and see what this offensive line obviously rebuilt in the offseason with the draft. And Bud Dupree right there with the sack. So not a very good start there for the offensive line. Hopefully it gets better and better. Obviously just most of the guys on there are rookies and young guys, so it should be interesting to see what the do. You see Bronson Kafusi, acquired from the Ravens, making a nice play there as now the backups are in here in the second quarter. So Dobbs standing back there. He had all day to throw, but he throws the interception to Monte Nicholson. So really we get the interception, but really no pass rush whatsoever. So hopefully we can get some pass rush from our backups, because we're going to need it, because obviously not sure, with health what's going to happen the rest of the season. As you see Jamal Charles take off. He's showing some speed, obviously at the age of 31. Doesn't look like he's lost anything yet. Obviously, he is an injury concern every year. But that's a nice run there for the touchdown for Jamal Charles. Obviously, the battle for running back, who's going to be the starter. And obviously, receiver, anybody in offense, all battles. You see Tim Williams making another play right there. And Christian Michael for the Steelers has a nice run there, and he is down to the 9-yard line. So our backups here on defense kind of struggling here. Josh Dobbs and this offense moving it for Pittsburgh. As you see now they have a 3rd and goal. Dobbs, look at the time, standing back there, easily finds Juju Smith-Schuster in the end zone for a score. And once again, no pass rush, so we're going to have to secure that, obviously, going forward. So here's Colt McCoy. Obviously took over last few games, a couple games last year. Had a nice couple of wins at the end of the season. Colby Listenby with the catch. Nice job hanging on to that ball. So obviously in the preseason, we're just going to go for it here. Samaje Perine up for the starting spot. Has a nice run there of 5 to pick up the first down on 4th down. So McCoy, we're going to see if he is going to be the backup going forward. Obviously, he gets old, he gets up there in age now. He is an injury concern. So we'll see if he can be the backup quarterback. We'll see what happens there. Perine, another nice run, so he is looking good so far. And Colby Listenby looking good so far. Obviously on the practice squad last year. Stepped up in the last few games. He looked pretty good. He's looking good here so far, as there's obviously a battle for wide receiver spots. There's a bunch of guys there. And speaking of Colt McCoy being an injury concern, there you go. He is down. And hopefully we'll see how long he is out for. Hopefully not too long. So that's going to bring in our last draft pick here. The quarterback, see what he's got. And that is a obviously terrible throw. Taylor here's a long shot to make this team. Doesn't really have a lot of skills. Definitely, I don't even think he's a practice squad guy. Definitely, maybe it could be cut unless he impresses here in the preseason. Once again, no pass rush, but Dobbs forces it, and Nicholson has himself another interception. Monte Nicholson last year, rookie, had plenty of decent playing time, and he's impressing here as well. Let's see if he can take this all the way back. Dobbs is going to catch up to him. So nice start here for the preseason for Monte Nicholson. Obviously has that probably backup role secure, but if he gets plays real nice here, he can have a lot more playing time even on third downs. And you see Taylor, terrible throw there in triple coverage. That is intercepted, and the Steelers will take back over. So let's see if this defense can get any pass rush or anything going. Obviously, Dobbs just sitting back there. Look at all the time. Nobody there, and another interception. Unbelievable. This time it's Sutton with the pick. So our pass rush can't get there, but our secondary is making plays left and right here. So at least one half of the defense is taking over. So here's Wayne Gallman, another running back. He's kind of a long shot to make the team, see what he can do. Obviously, he was on the Giants practice squad last year. So now 3rd and 10, and another terrible throw by Taylor. Not even close. Intended for Buck Allen there. So the offense of Pittsburgh comes over, and Tim Williams comes right up the middle. He's still in this ball game. I just wanted to see what he had. Comes right up the middle there for the sack, his second of the game. So he has impressed so far in this preseason. So back to Gallman. And he looks like he picked up the first down. Nice run there by the young running back. So on a 2nd and 13, Taylor, and another terrible pass. So this might be the end of Taylor. We might have to take care of the backup position there. Obviously with Colt McCoy being hurt, I don't think we can rely on Taylor as being a backup for sure. As you see Buck Allen with a nice run. Running down here in this first preseason game. So we got 3rd and inches. We're going to give it back to Buck Allen. Good job by the offensive line getting a push. And one thing I noticed after that first series is where they let up a sack, our offensive line was actually very good in run blocking and pass blocking, so that's very good. And you see Dobbs there in the end zone for the score here to kind of finish off this preseason game. Let's see if he can run the clock here. We'll go back to Samaje Perine. Nice run. He will pick up the first down. So here we go, last time. Perine once again getting to the outside, using some speed, picks up another first down, and that's how we end the first preseason game here with a victory, 19-14. Some good things, some bad things. Perine looked good. I didn't really see much from Garoppolo. He didn't play a whole lot. Offensive line, a lot better play. And the defense, we definitely need a pass rusher to back up. You see the stats here. You see Garoppolo only 2 for 4. Taylor 3 for 8 with the interception. Not very good. McCoy 4 for 11 with the pick. Perine, like I said, pretty good. He might be actually number 1 running for starting running back. Charles had a couple good runs. That touchdown run. Kelly, not too much there. I would say Perine probably in the number 1 spot. Didn't really play a whole lot of the receivers. Dotson almost had the 1 catch. It was mainly just backups, but really our defense was on the field so much there. Tim Williams looked good, so that hopefully that trade pans out. 2 sacks, 8 tackles. He was all over the field. And obviously the 2 picks by Monte Nicholson. Nice job. And Cam Sutton with a nice pick, getting the feet down on the sideline. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Buffalo here. And we're going to trade for Nathan Peterman. So we end up Royer and 2 5th-round picks for Peterman, so he can be our backup. I think we can develop him too. You never know. So then we go to Pittsburgh, looking for that pass rush to help out. T.J. Watt. We go to Pittsburgh. They obviously wanted Will Compton in the offseason, so nothing for Watt. But what happened is after going to Pittsburgh, finding out that in the contract year, as you see, we go for Bud Dupree, of Ryan Shazier, they are willing to get rid of Ryan Shazier. This is his last year in his contract. So we just see more interest than even Watt and Bud Dupree. So we offer up a 3rd-round draft pick here and Will Compton for Ryan Shazier, and it gets the job done. So why would we do this deal? Well, obviously we're going to do a 3-4 defense. Shazier moves in the middle, and now we can move Tim Williams over to outside backer, and he can utilize his pass rushing skills even more. So our linebacker core is unbelievable here, I think. One of the best in football, I would say. Very young, too. We'll have to get a deal done, obviously, with Shazier. But our defense looking a lot better than even it was. So now into the second preseason game against Detroit here. And you see Garoppolo's throw, not even close there. So not what you want to see from Jimmy so far. Now our defense. And I was hoping the run defense would improve there, but a good hole there for Detroit. And that is a first down for Detroit here. See what our first defense can do against a pretty good offense. And that is a nice force there by Tim Williams, forcing Stafford to get rid of that. So bringing up a 3rd and 8. Stafford, here's the pass rush. Tim Williams is looking impressive so far. Just see beating the tackle there, no problem. Beating the running back. Nice job there by Tim Williams. And I think we have a good pass rush for sure. So here's Robert Kelly on a 2nd and 6. He didn't get much last week. And not really doing much in this game. Only 3 rushes for 7 yards. So we give the ball to Jamal Charles. Good blocking, using that speed. And he picks up the first down to the 38. So Charles looking actually pretty good so far. Now on a 3rd and 14, Garoppolo. And that's a very good pass. Good catch there by Jordan Reed. Kind of behind the back throw. That's what you want to see from Garoppolo. 3rd and 8. Another completion here to Dotson. And he digs for the first down to the young receiver. Obviously moving into a bigger role this year, probably as our number 2. So here's Jamal Charles showing a nice juke move. And trying to juke again, breaks off a tackle, and he is brought down to the 27. So Charles actually looking impressive here early on in the preseason. On 3rd and 5, that is a terrible overthrow by Garoppolo. So on a 4th and 5, we're going to go for it. They're bringing the blitz, and this time, nice throw to Jordan Reed, and he is brought down to the 12-yard line. So Garoppolo 4 for 9 so far. A couple bad throws. You definitely want to see more improvement there. And Garoppolo finds Crowder there in the end zone for the score. So it's a good job to see this first-team offense get a touchdown in the 2nd preseason game here as we go. Now 6:40 left in this first half. You see Stafford rolling around, and there's Ryan Kerrigan in his new end role. Dominating there. He has the strength, and he gets a sack. Obviously led our team with 20 sacks last year before getting hurt at the end of the season. On a 3rd and 18, good coverage down the field, and we finally get to Stafford. Shazier's there. Kerrigan is there. So I like the coverage. Obviously, we didn't get to Stafford right away, but the coverage was good enough to get the sack. So here's Jamal Charles on a 2nd and 3, breaking through arm tackles there, and he gets a first down up to the 44. So really it's all about Garoppolo, though. I want to see what he has. 3rd and 9, pass rush coming, and he is taken down. Can't find anybody open and just runs out of time. So now bring on the backups here into the 3rd quarter. Petty now the backup for Detroit, and that is intercepted. That is going to be DeShazier Everett with the pick. So I'll tell you what, our secondary backup guys are just making plays left and right here in the preseason. Looking very good. So here's Peterman now. Let's see what he has as now maybe a backup quarterback. He throws off his back foot. What a throw there. Wow, that was a great throw. Great catch. Let's take a look at this one again. Getting the feet down, getting hit first of all with the throw, coming across his body, and getting the completion to Anderson, getting those 2 feet dragging it. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play overall. 3rd and goal here for Peterman. He's going to roll out, and he's going to find Buck Allen for the score. So impressive here by the young quarterback. Obviously now our backup, but plays like that, he might compete here for a starting role if Garoppolo really struggles. So defense back on the field, and we bring a safety blitz, and that's Monte Nicholson, obviously impressive last week with 2 interceptions, gets the sack there. So now back on defense once again, and that's a huge hole, and you see Lacey there taking off, but luckily he doesn't have the speed. Nicholson catches up, but that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see holes like that. Defense got shredded right there, but not Monte Nicholson catching up, getting the tackle, bringing him down, not allowing a touchdown. Now Petty, and this is going to be intercepted. Some reason Zach Brown was in the game, I guess just due to fatigue, and he makes a play right off the bat, make pick 6, and we take over there. You see, not sure why, like I said, what he was in the game, probably just for the fatigue, but it works out in his favor. He hits the pick 6. He's having a great preseason so far. And you see another intercepted. This is Sutton again. He had one in the game 1. Just trips of his own man. Could have had a pick 6 there. So we are getting a lot of interceptions in these games. And you see we beat the Detroit Lions there 21-0. The defense looking very good. Offense kind of struggling a little bit. Garoppolo not doing a whole much. I mean, we had that 1 touchdown drive with Crowder, but we had to go for it on 4th down, and really Peterman finally, Buck Allen, that good drive and the good throw there to Anderson. You see the sacks, Kerrigan with 2.5, Williams had another, and then the picks. So now we go to week number 3 of the preseason here. facing off against the Tennessee Titans. So, I found this guy, Frederick Gandy, on the free agent list. Take a look at his stats. 96 speed, 97 acceleration, 80 carry. We're going to kind of use him for a kick returner, which we're kind of missing, but we're also going to get him in the game, see what he can do in the running game, because if we can actually have him, Charles, who's looked good, could be actually disposable in a trade. With his injury concerns, you never know what to get from Jamal Charles, so a younger player could work out more. So now week 3, preseason, here we go. Battles really underway, trying to compete for a job. Marcus Mariota goes up, and he finds the completion. DJ Swearinger can't get over in zone coverage. So Tennessee, just like that, already down near the red zone. Now Mariota on a screen pass, can't find his running back, and we get the sack. So here comes Jimmy Garoppolo. He has struggled so far. I want to see what he has. I'm kind of already getting impatient with him. So hopefully he has a good week here in week 3. And then week 4 we can kind of just go slow. But he's got to do something here in week 3 in the preseason. And that's a good start, finding Jordan Reed for the first down up to the 38-yard line. Yeah, I want to see more from him. He has done, to me, absolutely nothing so far. The free agent pickup hasn't really panned out. So Garoppolo, and that's not going to help out his case. Picked off by Williamson. That's going back for 6. Just a terrible decision, terrible throw there by Garoppolo. And Tennessee takes advantage for the pick 6. So that'll bring the offense right back. We'll have to see what we do here. So we have a 1st and 10 from the pistol. And that's just a terrible throw. Just a basic comeback route, not even close, intended for Dotson. So Garoppolo looking awful here. 3rd and 16. He's going to step up the pocket, has a wide open man, and he missed him, and it's another interception. Unbelievable. Garoppolo looking awful here. Not really what you wanted from a big-time free agent signing. And you can see he is just wide open there. Just put it on him, and he misses him easily. Wow. So back on the ball is the defense. And there's Ryan Shazier making a play, and that is what he can do. He can just fly around, get to the ball. Nice play there by Shazier. And as you see, I've seen enough of Garoppolo. Peterman is now in the game. Let's see what this young man can do as he finds Dotson there for the completion. Close to the first down. We're on a 3rd and 4 here. Peterman rolling out, looking, and that's a nice throw on the run. He finds Dotson again up to the 38. So far, perfect start for Peterman. Who knows? He could just take over the starting role here if he can impress. That would be something. Peterman there. Nice throw. Nice catch by Jordan Reed down to the 19-yard line. So this young QB who we just acquired in a trade, all of a sudden looking good. You see P-Ron with the run. And a nice run up to the 3, gain of 16. Samaje Perine, like I said earlier, I guess he's securing the starting running back role for sure. So now 1st and goal, Peterman's going to find Malcolm Mitchell for the score. So the offense moved the ball down the field with Peterman, something we couldn't do with Garoppolo. The receivers even look a little better. So I don't know. We'll see going forward here. We're going to keep him in the game and see what he can do. See if we can continue this over numerous drives here. As you see Mariota just standing back in the pocket, launching this. And P.J. Williams, who we acquired from New Orleans in the offseason, knocks it down there. Incomplete. So a 3rd and 1, see what our defense can do. And we bring them down. Zach Brown there. Tim Williams coming across. And nice job by our defense. But here's the story. Peterman now back on the field. P-Ron with a nice run. And he picks up the first down. So good job here, actually, by the offensive line, looking better here in week number 3. Kind of getting a little cohesive together. And they are looking a lot better. No real pressure in QB's face and good run game. See, Peterman can't find anybody rolling out, but he's going to turn. And he finds Dotson for the reception. So Josh Dotson having a good preseason here. Having a little rapport with this young quarterback. And now here's Gandy, the young undrafted rookie. Obviously with that speed, see what he's got. Nice run there of 8 yards. So on a 2nd and 2, we're going to go back to Gandy, the young running back, and showing that speed, getting to the outside, and he picks up the first down. So if he can show some potential here, like I said, Jamal Charles could be on the trading block for sure with his age and injury concerns. 3rd and 6, Peterman, good protection, and he finds Crowder for the first down. So I am really impressed so far with this young quarterback. He is starting to sway me as he could be the starter. Look at that protection. Great job by the offensive line. And Peterman, he can run. He has some legs there. Slides down, gets the first. So now 1st and goal. We're going to go to Samaje Perine, and he's in for the score. So this offense looks good, actually. For one time, last year it didn't look good at all. With Garoppolo, it didn't look good. So we have a developing story here in the 3rd game of the preseason as Peterman and this offense have taken off, getting 2 scores back-to-back drives, taking the lead at halftime. I'm going to leave him in the ball game, and if he impresses, I'm not sure what's going to happen in the last week. It should be an interesting last preseason week here. But we'll head into the second half of this 3rd preseason game. And it's going to be a play action. Pressure in his face, but nice job to Reed. Nice block there by Sprinkle there to allow Reed to pick up the 1st down. So a lot of impressive things going on. Blocking, throwing, everything. 3rd and 13 now. And that's the first real bad pass there by Peterman. Can't find Buck Allen out of the backfield. But really, like I said, that's the first real bad pass I've seen. Not too bad so far. So defense here, still in the game in the 3rd quarter. I want to see what they got here. As you see, nice blitz pick up there by Murray. And then rolling out is Mariota, and he throws it up, and that is caught. What a reception and triple coverage. Unbelievable there. Not much you can really do about that if you're the defense. So now Tennessee down, and there's DeMarco Murray. Nice blocking there. And finally brought down by Swearinger. So we still kind of have a little bit of problems up front. We struggled with that last year at the end of the season with the run game. But hopefully we can get that a little bit secure. See Mariota finds the receiver for the score. So just like that, Tennessee just drives down in a few plays, gets the score, and takes the lead right back pretty much. So now our offense back on the field, 3rd and 1. Gandy. And I just want to see what he do. That's not really his game, that power run. I think Perine or Kelly could be used for that. But Gandy there getting stopped short. But we're going to go for it here in the 4th and 1. And this is his game. Showing some vision and some speed. And he is off. And he has a nice run all the way up to the 26-yard line. So nice job there. You see 56 yards on the ground on just 7 carries. Obviously that run, a huge chunk there. Now in a 1st and 10, Peterman play action, pressure in his face, he throws it up, and that's going to be caught by Anderson for the score. Wow, this young man is looking impressive. And the receiving as well, what a catch, laying out, obviously gets hit, and then throws a perfect pass. Anderson lays out for the score. This is looking like a good free agent pickup as well. He could move into either to the slot or number 4, obviously, but I think he's going to make this team easily. So nice job there. Peterman with another touchdown throw. So back on defense, Mariota. Look at this time. But finally, we bring him down. Good coverage there as Allen brings him down for the sack. But nice coverage there to allow that sack there. Now 1st and 10, back on offense. Peterman's still in this ball game. Here comes some heat, and that's going to be incomplete. But the reason I show this play, look at Gandy, our young running back here, undrafted. This is what you want to see from young running backs. Nice blitz pick up there, not allowing your quarterback to get hit. That's what you want to see for sure. So in a 2nd and 10, Peterman drops back. Nice throw there, and that's Bucky Hodges with the reception down to the 37. So great throw there, thrown away from coverage, allowing your man to keep running with it and pick up additional yards there. So in a 2nd and 10, back to Gandy using that speed, and he's going to pick up the 1st down to the 9. So give us 1st and goal. I'm liking what I'm seeing from this young running back and this young offense. This is kind of like a explosive, aggressive offense as Gandy's in for the score. So we might have something here with all these young guys. This offense could be something to watch here in season number 2. So now back on the defense here. And speaking of young guys once again stepping up, there's a nice play by Hart there, getting off the block and getting the tackle there. And now here's Harvey Clemens with the safety sack. So our defensive guys and the backup young guys here looking good here in the 2nd half. So 3rd and 2, let's see if we can end this ball game here. You see Kelly with the carry, and he goes down. So that is not what you want to see. Obviously he hasn't got a whole lot of time this preseason, but really that is not what you want to see. We'll see what comes up, and you see it's a ruptured disc that might be the end of the season for Robert Kelly here in the preseason. So 3rd and 8, Peterman rolling out. He's got some pressure here. Oh, breaks out of it. And then he's going to find Listenby for the catch. And Peterman looking more even impressive. What a play there. Finding Listenby, breaking off the tackle for the first down. So 4 minutes left. We're going to go to Gandy again. Nice juke move past this safety. And now he is over 100 yards. This undrafted rookie we just find could be something special here. We shall see. 4th and 5, we're just going to go for it to see if we can end this game. Peterman's going to get out of pressure, slides down, gets the first down, and we will win here in this 3rd preseason game, 30-21. But really the story is that, man, Nathan Peterman, could he now be the starting quarterback of this Washington Redskins team? We thought it was going to be Garoppolo in the offseason. Peterman we just acquired in that trade just because we needed some help as backup. And look at this. This guy might have just taken over. He looked decent last week. Garoppolo has just looked not very good at all. So he 1 for 5 with the 2 picks. Peterman 15-22, 189, 2 touchdowns. The offense is moving with him at quarterback. Even the run game looks a little bit more impressive. As you see now, our free agent pickup of Gandy, that undrafted rookie, he goes for 125. P-Ron with 47 on the ground, so maybe we'll have a little bit of a 1-2 punch there. Kelly, we'll see how long he's out. That's probably going to end the season as a ruptured disc. Jamal Charles, not very much there. I think we might be actually looking to trade Charles for sure. You see Anderson with that nice touchdown reception. Dotson looked good. The only receiver that really hasn't done a whole lot is Malcolm Mitchell and Crowder. They've been kind of slow. The defense, still a little bit of a pass rushing issue. Mariota's still back there a few times. But I think the coverage is good enough where they kind of balance each other out. And you see Kelly there. I know it's out 6 weeks, but really we're just going to IR him there. We're going to effectively end the season. Obviously, I think we're going to go forward with P-Ron. And Gandy has impressed me just that one game. So, and obviously practicing with him, I think going forward he can be a backup for sure. So we go to this last preseason game. Nathan Peterman, we are going to start him. If he impresses here in game number 4, he will be more than likely a starter going forward. And Jimmy Garoppolo, if Peterman doesn't do a whole lot, but Garoppolo comes in, Garoppolo, I think, might just move right back into the starting position with Peterman as the backup. So here we go to L.A. Here's Peterman. He looked decent there in week number 2. Week 3, obviously, he just dominated. And if he can continue this, we'll see what happens. So on a 3rd and 10 here, pressure coming in his face, and that's not a good way to start. Bat throw incomplete. Maybe the pressure got a lid to him. And now we're going to see Kirk Cousins here, our former quarterback, and he's going to hand off to Todd Gurley. Nice juke move. And looks like still our run defense. Not too impressive so far in the season. But that's a good run by Gurley. Obviously a top-of-the-line running back for sure as well. So here's Kirk Cousins stepping back. He's going to go deep here for Watkins, and that's going to be caught. Cravens can't get back there. Norman there gets beat. So just like that, they're down here to the 5. And they're going to fake fullback, halfback toss, and Tim Williams does not fall for it. He has looked so impressive in this preseason. That trade has definitely worked out for sure. And nice play there. So now we'll force a 3rd and goal here. Cousins dropping back. Not a whole lot of pressure. And he's going to force it, and P.J. Williams for the pick. We saw a lot of that last year. Kirk Cousins interception. So get used to it in L.A. because he does that a lot. So now offense goes 3 and out. Couldn't really get a whole lot going there. So back with the ball. Cousins, he's throwing this one deep again. And that's going to be dropped there by Watkins. Wow. I thought he had another one there. So we get the ball back here. Peterman. So the first couple drives hasn't got a whole lot. So Samaje Perine with the run. Breaks a tackle. He picks up the first down to the 15. His best run of this game here. So let's see what this young QB can do here. Now on a 2nd and 14, Peterman later in the game here. He's going to find Dotson for a reception. So near the end of the first quarter, not a whole lot going. So we go into the 2nd quarter now. And there's Gandy, and he gets stuffed, and we can't get anything. This Rams defense is shutting down our offense. So Garoppolo's job, might still be alive here. As you see now, missed tackle there. And finally brought down as the backups are in our ball game now. And you see Jared Goff is now their backup quarterback and just dominating our defense there. So handoff there, but a nice play by Patrick Owanzar, and came over from Baltimore. So looking like to be the number 3 or 4 middle linebacker, but if he makes plays like that, he could see more time even on third downs. We'll see, and that's almost intercepted there by the Shaver as Everett can't bring it down. So the Rams will get a field goal. So Peterman back with the offense here. Can we finally get something going? Has good protection. Looking, trying to find somebody rolling out, and he's going to find a completion there to Anderson for the first down. So there you go, up to the 48, but good job by the offensive line allowing him time to find that. 2nd and 1, Peterman this time pass rush right up the middle, but he's going to find Malcolm Mitchell, and he will be up to the 27-yard line. He's still 6 for 7 for 68 yards. So he's still having a pretty good game so far, not really forcing anything, finding guys. Here on a 1st and 10, wide open is Bucky Hodges, and that's down to the 4-yard line. So can we get a score here? Just a few minutes left before the halftime. Peterman still looking good. 2nd and goal, and he's going to find Malcolm Mitchell for the score. One of the receivers, I said, who's having a slow time of it as we brought him over a trade from New England, but looking good here in the last preseason game. So now Jared Goff here looking just all day to throw, but finally brought down for the sack. Tim Williams, actually that's Demanchi, getting him in there for the sack. Demanchi, another guy who could find time maybe on third downs, as he is a pass rushing kind of specialist. So 2nd and 4 here for Goff right before the half, and he's going to find Sammy Watkins for the catch. Hosley there getting beat. I don't know why Watkins is actually still in this ball game, but whatever here. 1st and goal now, and that's going to be a touchdown there for the Rams. So we have a minute left here in this first half. This will be a good opportunity with 3 timeouts to see what Peterman can do. If he can get a score here, I think he can just win this job right now. 2nd and 10, Peterman, plenty of time, nice protection. He's going to find Listenby, missed the tackle, and he keeps going. He's going to get out of bounds up to the 39. Good way to start that drive here. 9 of 11, 124. He's pumped. He knows he's right there to win a job. 1st and 10, pressure coming, and he's going to find his receiver. That's going to be Anderson, and Anderson's going to be down to the 16-yard line. We'll use a timeout here, and now 8 seconds left. 4th and goal here in the half, and finds a wide-open Malcolm Mitchell for the score, and there you go. Goes down, drives down with 57 seconds left. Doesn't just get a field goal, he gets a touchdown, and we go to the half for a lead, and I think Nathan Peterman could be now our starting quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to come in this game now, and he's going to have to really impress. He's 12 of 16, 161, 2 touchdowns. So Garoppolo is going to have to do something outstanding here. 1st and 10 for Jimmy, and that's going to be not even close. Incomplete. That's not going to help out. Have to get something better than that. So now up to the 48-yard line. He's looking, dropping back, has protection, and he has a wide open Listenby there. Misses him. Incomplete. Now on a 3rd and 13. Dropping back, has more time to throw, and a terrible decision. Almost intercepted. I think he's feeling the pressure now, knowing that his starting job has just slipped away, and he's not going to be the starting quarterback of this team. As he has time to throw in the pocket, makes another terrible decision. This time it is intercepted. And Nathan Peterman, I pretty much can say from now on right now, is going to be the starting quarterback going forward from week 1. Unbelievable. I never saw this coming. As you see, we lose this final preseason game. I thought we had it with Jimmy Garoppolo signing in the offseason. We went for it. We got him. I was excited. I was like, we finally got a quarterback, and he turns out to be an absolute disappointment, but we find a gem in Nathan Peterman, bringing over the trade from Buffalo. Obviously, had potential in the last offseason to beat out Tyrod Taylor for the starting quarterback job, but Tyrod held on to it, and now he's here with us, about to start. As you see, Keith Marshall brought in a couple guys just to see what they have, because it's either cut them or keep them. A lot of the guys, if it's just going to be a cut time, and we'll see who we cut here. The receivers have really impressed, a lot of them. I'm happy with all the free agent signings. See, Patrick Awansar looked outstanding. 4 tackles for loss in this game with the sack. He's definitely made this team for sure. Demanchi with a sack and a half. P.J. Williams with that pick in the end zone. So what we're going to do here, I know it's crazy. Jimmy Garoppolo, we're going to try to trade him here. We're going to get rid of him. Just get him out of here right now. I know we're going to take a big hit with the contract, but we're going to do it. Denver needs a quarterback badly. So we're going to go to Denver here. And Emmanuel Sanders, I know we don't always need wide receivers, but I was thinking if we can have Sanders as 1, because we really don't have a true number 1 receiver, Sanders can be 1, Dotson 2, and we'll move Crowder back into the slot where he maybe can excel. So we offer up 2 7th-round picks. The Jimmy Garoppolo experiment lasted all but a few preseason games. He is gone. Nathan Peterman in, and Emmanuel Sanders just improved our offense even more. So this offense could be explosive. And with our defense, it could be very good. So a backup quarterback, we trade Jamal Charles to the Colts. Jacoby Brissett will bring over. So we'll have Brissett as our backup. That means Colt McCoy, his time as a Redskin is done, as we are going to cut him for sure. So now Peterman and Brissett are backups. Taylor, who looked awful in game number 1, I don't even think we're going to practice squad him. We're just going to straight out cut him. He is gone of this team. Now as for running backs, Kelly now is on IR. P-Ron's going to be a starter. Wayne Gallman there didn't look too impressive. Gandy, who I liked, he is definitely making this team for sure. Keith Marshall didn't do a whole lot there at the end of the preseason, so we're going to cut him since he can't be practice squad eligible. Wayne Gallman, though, can be practice squad eligible, so I think we'll move him to practice squad just in case something happens injury-wise. Hopefully we can hang on to him, and he can be right back up to help us out. As for wide receiver, there's a bunch of guys here, but guys like Davis, Cannon, Dupree, definitely practice squad guys are going to move on. Davis really didn't get much playing time. Neither did Cannon. Obviously, he played last year in the regular season. He had a couple good games, maybe one good game, not a whole lot. Malachi Dupree, same thing, not a whole lot. We'll just move them to practice squad. But I think we'll move on from there. Mitchell, Anderson, and Listenby will make this team, and they will each get their opportunity in the season. The offensive line, our draft picks, and our free agent pickups paying off. They look a lot better. A lot of good pass protection, as you saw in the preseason games. Cameron Hart looked good. Kafusi, not too bad, but I like the depth there on the line. Tim Williams looked amazing. Nair on ball, not a whole lot. We'll have to cut him. Obviously, with Demanchi there as the backup there. We're going to keep 4 middle linebackers. This is running that 3-4. Tucker and Feeney, I think we can move him. Obviously, Feeney played last year in the regular season, got him some time. Didn't do a whole lot, but this time we're just going to outright cut him. And we'll move here to corner. Sutton looked really impressive with the 2 picks. TJ Carey, another free agent signing, hasn't done a whole lot, but to me, you can never have enough cornerbacks. That's just my thing. So, Hosley, we're going to move, who got beaten there in the last game, move him to practice squad, and we'll keep the rest of those guys there. Swearinger and Everett, and then Cravens, Nicholson, and we'll move Xavier Woods as well to the practice squad. So, as you'll see, we still need to cut 2 players here. So, going around, Terrell McLean, who had a pretty good season, but really not needed anymore because we have guys there. We're going to cut the veteran player, and he is gone. We'll take a bit of a penalty, but that's okay. We have the cap to spare. And then what we're going to do is move to defensive tackle. Since running the 3-4, I think only 2 is good enough. So Ziggy Hood, we are going to get rid of him, the veteran as well. Get even younger on this team, which is not a bad thing. Obviously finishing 8-8 last year, kind of a disappointment. So we got to get young and try to do everything we can to be a better team. So that'll move us to week number 1 into the 2018 season. We play Indianapolis, and before we start, Ryan Shazier, like I said, contract year. Pittsburgh didn't want to deal with it. They had problems, and that's why they gave him up. And now we're going to have to sign him here. So I'm thinking let's get this deal done and make Ryan Shazier a Redskin for the remainder, hopefully for a long time here. Maybe not the rest of his career, but hopefully get a deal done, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Shazier is here, and he is here to stay. So now let's take a look at this depth chart going forward from week 1. Peterman, the starter, unbelievable. Brissett will be the backup. We don't have a 3 quarterback right now, but that's all right. Piron is your starter. Gandy, unbelievable story as well. He is now your backup running back with Buck Allen. Buck Allen will be a third down back, more of a receiver, but unbelievable story here with the quarterback and the running back for sure. As for wide receiver, like I said, Sanders. We're going to move Crowder down here to the slot. Dotson to 2. Malcolm Mitchell, Ryan Anderson, Listenby. I think our receiving core, I have a lot of faith in it actually, and I think a lot of these guys, even down to Listenby, they can be very good. So it's going to be, could be an exciting season, that's for sure. Tight end, Jordan Reed, obviously. Bucky Hodges, 2. Jeremy Sprinkle, going to be the H-back, fullback, so you'll see him in there as well. Williams, the all-pro left tackle. Guard, Variauer, draft pick. He is starting there with Dozier as the backup, the free agent pickup. Sullivan starting. Watson, the rookie, going to back him up. Shreve, who I wasn't sure if it was going to start or not. Luke Jokel there, but he's going to still take over. And Otis, our other draft pick, will start at right tackle. As for end, Jonathan Allen, no doubt the starter. Cameron Hart there will either be the backup. I think we're going to move Stacy, our 4th round draft pick, and Carey up there, and then we'll move Hart over to, he'll be the backup right end. As Kerrigan is going to get the starter there. Yeah, let's move Hart over here to right end, and then we'll move Kafusi up as well. So those guys up there for backup. So I actually don't mind our depth, obviously, for sure, and we have good backups, no doubt. I mean, he's 300 pounds, 82 speed, wow. So defensive tackle, Bain, Tui there as the backup. I guess we'll leave Stacy there as number 3. Tim Lambs, left outside linebacker position. Demanchi there backing him up. We got some pass rushing guys, and that's what you want to see. Shazier and Zach Brown could be one of the best duos there, middle linebackers. Patrick Wansar, who I actually like. I know he's only a 68 overall, but he looked good to me. So same with Harvey Clemens. He's played pretty well in the time I've seen him. Ryan Anderson, obviously the defensive rookie of the year in the NFC. He's at the other outside linebacker position. At secondary, Norman, P.J. Williams moved in, obviously the trade from the Saints, so I think that's an improvement. Fuller, Moreau there as your nickel and dime. I think we're going to move Sutton over Carey because Sutton looked a lot more impressive in the preseason. Who knows? He can move up for sure if either Fuller or Moreau struggle. Swearinger, DeShazer or Everett, and then Stuart Cravens and Monty Nicholson. But Monty Nicholson will definitely get more playing time because he looked very good in the preseason. So we're going to move Gandy there to a kick returner and punt returner. I think we'll leave Anderson as the number 2 guy. Yeah, we'll move Gandy into the punt return as well with Malcolm Mitchell there as that one. I don't want Crowder in there for sure. And then third down back. Yeah, I guess we'll move Gonzalez to our kickoff specialist. But yeah, third down back here for sure. That's going to be Buck Allen. He's got good catching, best out of everybody there. And obviously more of a veteran. I think that's good for pass protection as well. So that is our depth chart going in. We face the Colts. Let's take a look at the schedule. Colts, Giants, Vikings. We have a 3-game stretch at home right up the bat to start the season. Then go to Tennessee, another home game against New Orleans, and then we have our bye week. So that's setting up a lot of road games at the end of the season. Falcons at Atlanta, Dallas at Philly, Texans. Look at that. That's a pretty brutal, I would say, 4-game stretch, and then having to go to New York, another division, and then at Jaguars. So at the end of the season here, look at this stretch schedule. Wow. A lot of tough games, and we finish at Tampa and at Dallas. So this could be interesting. That looks like a pretty tough schedule to me, especially after the bye. So I don't know, maybe 9-7. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe it could be another 8. It could be better. We'll see what happens here. It depends, obviously, how our offensive line holds up, how our, the quarterback Peterman can hold up throughout a whole season. So that is it for the preseason. Unbelievable storylines. New quarterback out of nowhere. Another, an undrafted running back. Big time trade for Shazier. So I think we have a lot of intrigue going in here to season number 2. Let's see if we can improve. Obviously last year being 8-8, I think this team has a lot of potential. It's a lot younger. So going forward, let's see if we can just make a playoff appearance this year. I don't know about winning the division, but definitely maybe a playoff appearance, and then going forward there, maybe Super Bowl down the road. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, all the support and everything. So we will see you in the next one in week 1. Have a good one. Bye-bye.